Hello everyone, it's Grandpa Hickory. Welcome to my video. Hope you got your coffee. I got my Yorkshire Gold tea. I love this tea right here. It's very popular in the UK, and it's Yorkshire Gold, and it's delicious. You ought to see. You can see the beautiful color, and it's so good. It's a black tea, and it's absolutely scrumptious. I have it every morning. Hey, I want to talk to you about something they've been talking about it this morning on the morning team, WBAP 820 AM. The Texas legislature, we've got what I call bribers. They're lobbyists. And we elect officials into office to represent us. Well, the lobbyists, the bribers, run in there with piles of cash. And the legislatures, they're just like the crooked politicians in Washington, D.C. Show me the green. Show me the money. So they give them money. They get all kinds of money. So they push things through. But the big thing right now is of extreme importance to everyone, and this is AI in medicine. They're coming out telling everybody, they're fear-mongering. That's what Democrats do. They call themselves Republicans, but you see, the ones in legislature that say that they're Republican, they lie to get people to vote them in. But they're just like the rhinos in Washington, D.C. These are Democrats, liberal, socialist Democrats, that are filling the office of a Republican. They have lied and confused the constituents, and they've got office. They've obtained office on fraudulent manners. And they're there with their hands out. And the lobbyists run up there, they give them cash and everything under the table. Follow the money. Investigate them. Follow the money. Anyway, they don't want your mother well. They don't want your dad well. They don't want your sister well. They don't want your brother well. They don't want any of your relatives well, and they don't want you well. The American Medical Association ought to be sued, class action lawsuits, for the murder that has been performed in the United States of America and around the world. AI will bring about a complete change, and they know this. And listen, they're making hundreds of billions of dollars a year off sick people and off keeping people sick. They don't want their gravy train, just like, this USAID, USAID. Elon Musk is finding all this corruption. The American Medical Association is the same way. And these legislatures are poised on it right now. They're going to put a law in Texas against AI. Why? Do you remember Star Trek? Do you remember Star Trek? Do you remember the doctor there that he would use a scan on a very sick person? All of a sudden they'd get up and they were 100% well. See, these things can come about. This is medical technology. But see, the American Medical Association, they don't want that. And they don't want that in Texas. The doctors in Texas don't want that. They don't want that. It's like this Medicare for elderly people. We're a Democrat law. That's a Democrat law. They forced everybody. When you get a certain age, you are forced on Medicare. And then guess what? You find out Medicare don't pay for anything. I had to have surgery and everything, and had to have dentures done on the bottom here, and I need it done on the top too. And they sent me to their doctor as a dentist, and he referred me to another oral surgeon, and I went to them. But guess what? When I got the bill, guess what? Medicare said, we don't pay that. You're out of network. You went out of network. And I said, but the doctor told me to go. And he said, I didn't tell you to go out of network. Do you see how they got you? So now I'm stuck with a $21,970 dental bill that I'm having to work and pay out. And I got a mad dentist in Flower Mound because he's got an old man on Social Security that's having to just pay him payments. I'm telling you, people, it's a crying shame to see all this stuff going on. It's just, but I heard it this morning, and the Texas legislature, they're for sale. They are for sale. They've proved it over and over and over and over. They came out with that state inspections. Everybody's going to pay. We went from paying $6 or $7 a month to paying $35 a month, and everybody voted that down. Well, they waited 1 year. They waited 1 year, and they came back. The insurance lobbyists, they hit the legislature. The legislature had a meeting, and they passed a law in the state of Texas that you're forced. You are forced. What all the voters in Texas voted against, they came back and they forced them to have all this inspection done. And then they tied it with your registration, so that if you didn't have insurance, you couldn't register your car anymore. And you see, there used to be a time I paid $1.38 a month for insurance back in 1960, 65, 66, somewhere around there. I think it was 1966. All you had to have was liability only. Well, the insurance lobbyists got together. They went to the Texas legislature. They showed them the green, showed them the money. They passed cash, and they passed laws where it's mandatory for you to have insurance on your car. Now, of course, if you're a legal alien, you don't have to have a license, you don't have to have insurance, you don't have to have anything. This was under the Democrats, the way they've ruined and wreaked havoc in our nation and in our state of Texas. Yes, we're supposed to be Republican here in Texas, but we've got a lot of rhinos, pretenders, they're Democrats that are lying and pretending that they're Republican, just like that Chip Roy that's in office right now. He was against everything President Trump wanted to do, and now he's putting on a big act like all of a sudden he's all for Make America Great Again. I'm voting against that man, and I urge all Texans to vote Chip Roy out of office. He's a rhino. He is not for the Americans. He is not for Texans. He's a liar. He's proved it over and over again when he went against President Trump. Now he's trying to pretend that he didn't. He thinks everybody's stupid and everybody's going to forget what he's done. But people, it's important. AI is important. When it's used in the right way, it can be a help and a blessing for mankind. We want a cure for cancer. The American Medical Association and all the doctors, they don't want a cure for cancer. They're making hundreds of billions of dollars a year nationwide off sick people. They want to keep writing you prescriptions that don't work, that have so many side effects. You go to the pharmacy and they give you a book. And you say, what's this? Oh, that's all the side effects. But don't worry about it. You talk to your doctor, say, man, they got all these side effects. You call him. He says, oh, don't worry about it. They just have to do that for the legal jargon. Of course they do. Because this stuff's poison. The doctor don't care. He wants you sick. My doctor, the United Healthcare, they've been telling me you got to have a wellness check, wellness check, wellness check. My doctor and them, they call me constantly. Come in for a wellness check. You go in for a wellness check. They want to send you for this test. They want to send you for that test. And guess what you find out? Too late. Medicare don't pay for those tests that they're making you take. It's a money-making deal, man. They don't care about your health. They're not going to do anything for you. They'll write you a prescription. They haven't done it for me. They haven't done it for me. Let me clarify this. I'm not giving medical advice or legal advice to anyone. I'm just letting everybody know that we have an opportunity for medicine to advance. But the people that are presently in there right now, they're of the mindset that it's money, 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 money. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. They don't care about the health of you and your family. I'm talking from my own experience. I've seen it. I'm almost 74 years old. I've seen this all my life. Back in the 1950s, they cared for you. They would come to your house. You could pay them with a chicken. We did. And they gave you stuff that you got well. Didn't have all these side effects. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm Grandpa Hickory. I'll see you on the next video.